it's like, sure, he's technically, I guess, a substitute, but he's kind of like the fifth and a half member. Like he has played with these guys for so long,
Yeah.
and it's not surprising
TPS
to him.
priceless.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it TP's priceless?
Mm.
You never know.
Yeah, we never know.
Demented Shaman, by the way, I mean that's actually a little intriguing.
I mean,
Sync's known
that
for doing
just
that.
gives me the Slither thing.
Oh, you think so?
I think so. They are not going for the Parasite.
No.
Oh, they're going straight up. They're just going straight up man mode right now. They're picking Slither if Imbovoy doesn't ban it at least. I'm calling it now.
Like you mean just like group up and push? Man
Yeah.
mode? Okay.
Like Zlap just picks up an Abyssal Skull on Wild Soul, picks up a Frostwolf Skull, picks up Demonic, and then go, go, go!
Yeah. Well, you see some pans already. Balfagor, Pandemonium. I mean, they have played the Panda Demented combo a couple times.
No, yeah, that's ridiculous. Flick into Heal Bomb.
Yeah. Granted, that was with Mickey. So, I mean, nothing against, whoever would. Like, I think Mickey had a little bit to do with it being pretty impressive, to be fair. So, I don't know if it's worth the ban here, but we still ban it. And now we got one more on either side. So, okay, it's going to go deadlift. So, again, still a little bit more of that. We don't want them to have a crazy push lineup idea.
Mm-hmm. This could be a mind game, though, from ECX with them picking up Slither instead to prevent the Sync boys from pushing.
Yeah?
Next level strategy. Let's see if it makes any sense.
Whether or not it makes sense. Yeah, I mean, if they go Slither, then where would they run it is then that question. I guess they could do
Temper
mid.
Suicide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, they're going to have to figure something out. Either go that route or they just go for... Was Parasite even banned? He wasn't, was
No.
he? Huh. But then if they're going like this group up push, then I guess Parasite is a little risky.
Mm-hmm.
So...
You'd rather have a Solstice in that case.
True. Okay, they go Lodestone. Going to give it at least one more pick to figure out what they maybe want for a jungler. See what Sync
Come on,
does here.
it has to be Slither.
I want to see Slither. No, I didn't get to see it last weekend, so I would love to see Slither here. And again, on paper, it does seem like that the new Slither actually is really good, as you're getting at earlier. So, wow. Okay,
They're not dying.
is this going to be
Wild Soul
Soul
is not
Reaper?
gonna die.
They should go Soul Reaper with their final pick.
Yeah, and Subforce isn't even up.
Just go mass heals.
There's no counter push other than Tundra right now from Legion side.
How do they? Yeah. Well, so what can they get here to?
Master of Arms.
There's plenty of heroes. Yeah.
Yeah.
They would need to go dual support. Oh, they're gonna go Tempest. Interesting. And there's the Slither.
Slither! Yes! Yes! I called it.
They did get it. Yeah.
Yeah, action immediately readying up.
Where did the Curse come from, man? That was just
I like it.
out of left field. It felt like, but no, I absolutely love it. But wait, Wild Soul. Okay, slaps on Wild Soul. Then yeah, okay, interesting. So how are they laning this? A Cursed is gonna end up.
Suicide Midas, a cursed mid, I think, and it could be a cursed Suicide and Midas mid and Slither solo top. Either way, I think Demented Shaman is going to end up where a cursed is. Kind of reminiscent of that Valkyrie cursed lane from BMG.
Oh yeah.
That could be very possible. Yeah, it does look like it's going to be a Suicide cursed. And Demented Shaman also heading to the bot lane. A cursed.
A Cursed Demented. That's brutal. That's got to be so frustrating to play against.
Another one of those fun lanes is Empath, a cursed.
Oh yeah.
Empath can't heal the Accursed, but I mean, if they go for the Accursed anyways, then they're trying to go for the tankier target, which is always like a mistake when people are manning up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, Nair might not. Oh, Nair has 400 gold saved up, so technically he could buy the 2 counter wards out and try and counter some stuff.
You see right there, he's checking Kongor. I mean, that's a good check. This team definitely could have done Kongor, so.
Mm-hmm. Slither wards, easy.
Yeah, very suspicious there, but yeah, they're not doing Kongor. Get a ward down at the rune.
It's actually Zane playing middle right now on Tundra, and Suicide owned me. Usually it's the opposite.
It is. I feel like they've kind of like changed us up a little bit from time to time, but you know, it definitely usually is the opposite. So.
How long have they been around? Like Hacks, I know has been around for a long time,
Hacks,
but
absolutely. MLBoy and Zane, obviously they've been around for a long time too. Not as long as Hacks are in, but he might have something. Yeah, no, I would believe it. Like, I don't see why not. I mean, Hacks literally has been here really since the beginning of competitive play for the most part. So, and then MLBoy and
yeah.
Zane were probably pretty shortly after that. I mean, they were never top tier for a little bit there, but they were definitely
They've been
playing,
around.
so, yeah.
I mean, I think everybody was playing
True.
5 years.
That's true.
Everybody in the competitive Han scene right now was playing 5 years ago.
Whether or not they were, at that level of play is a different story, but yep, it's been a while, man. Axe is lagging. Go figure. I love seeing this though. This is fun again. Sync. It's obviously again. It's not like they're not trying by any means. Definitely, it's trying to win, of course, but they're having fun with it at the same time. They know that there is a little bit of money on the line, but they're already #1 seed. They're good to go there. So why not at least have a little bit of fun with it? Some diversity here as far as some picks go. But I mean, yes and no at the same time, because again, they did run Slither several times last weekend, as we were getting at, and the hero does have potential to be pretty good. So.
Mm-hmm.
To see what
I mean, in a
does.
1v1 situation versus Lodestone, I think it's pretty obvious that he's gonna have a good time.
Oh yeah, Loads or any melee in general, I think was going to really struggle against a Slither. What should we expect to see on him? Is it going to be like the staff right away? Just to rush the staff or what?
Spell Sunder into staff, I think.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh yeah, Keizu doing really, really well.
Yeah, I was actually going to give a shout out to him after the stream, anyways. But since they're bringing it up, might as well now. Yeah, actually, I'm not gonna lie, I had a little thing going on the side here. I did hear about that today, and I had it going on a different computer just to check in and. Because again, it's fun. It really is fun to see these former Han players, do so well over there in the Dota scene, especially, and so it's always cool to kind of see and follow them in their journey. So, and Casey is the one of the latest ones that, he just qualified for some big event in Russia there, $500,000 tournament or something. So
yeah, wasn't it Frankfurt or?
No, that was not Frankfurt.
Oh.
It was that's a different one, I think. I think they might have lost that one. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
they lost versus Navi.
Yeah, that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
But yeah.
Yeah, but I do kind of dislike the idea of people calling Han like the training ground for Dota 2, for example. I feel like that's very demeaning. Yeah.
It's one of those spots. It's like it's going to happen. So it's almost like, do you just kind of accept that that's the case and be just fine with that, or do you see there's different perspectives you can have on that. Like, yeah, I understand what you're saying completely. It almost makes it seem like that we're just lower tier in Han, which obviously I don't think is the case in a lot of ways. But at the same time, it's fun to kind of see that. I almost see that as a comment. You can see it as a comment because people suggest that no, you play Han because of the fast pace of it, because of the constant action of it. It really tunes you up to be, to eventually move on to say a game like Dota 2, of course, and then be very successful, or whatever's out there to be very successful in another MOBA out there. Where to be frank, they are having bigger prize pools. I mean, obviously, yes, it sucks we're not having those in Han, and hell, I would love to. Yeah, trust me when I say I'm not the one holding that back by any means. I would love to see that, of course. But it's just with how long the game's been out and how things have been going, it's kind of run its course, and it still has life in it for sure. But obviously, yeah, comparable to other games, the prize pools, they're a little bigger out there in other games. Yeah. So it's understandable that players do it, and I can kind of see it for that as like it's cool to still know that Han is respected in that manner at least. I guess that it does kind of train you for that. So.
And I mean, people have in what's it called in Dota 2 booths, they say the game that will not be named because you
Yeah.
know they have this grudging respect for Han
I know, yeah.
in a way.
Yeah, it's just like the idea with the hashtag Han Trash, and it's like part of me is like, do I really want to call them Han Trash? But at the same
Yeah.
time, I mean that's kind of what they're known as, and it's kind of a joke thing at the same. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Hashtag Han Best MOBA. That should just be one of the people's team name.
there you go. There you go. Now we're still here for a reason. We love it, and we love to play it, love to watch it. So, okay, so this game back in action though. We got the accursed, demented shaman lane down here. That is something. Potential to be really annoying, I'm sure, but at the same time, they really got a pseudo trialing down here, of course, with Tempest.
Mhm.
So,
But whether Tempest is able to do a lot, that's a completely different story. Yeah, Tempest is not known as the biggest ganker.
yep. Oh, demented boxing out Rhapsody there by quite a bit, actually. So, yeah, this is going to be the fun lane to kind of see how it progresses here. But taking a quick look at the other lanes, we do have the Tundra versus
Ooh,
the
Rhapsody
Midas.
going top.
Rhapsody's going? Oh, yeah, she's up here. Wow.
She is going for the gank. Whether it's going to be successful is another story. I guess they're wanting a bit more levels on Lodestone?
Well, he just
Or
hit level
he's just-
3.
You know, he could pick up a Veiled Rod in about 35 seconds. But yeah, like, I guess they're just leaving Sandwraith to, you know, deal with his fate because there's not much that Rhapsody can do versus a Demented Shaman Curse.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Oh, here we go.
There we go indeed. There's the lead stun, the staccatos, and the damage is not going to be enough. They need to block him a little bit, but couldn't really accomplish that, so Haxorn will walk it off.
But maybe they just dual lane up here and just prevent Slither from having a good start.
True.
Versus a solo lane, sure, you know, Slither is going to have the upper hand, but with a Rhapsody supporting Lodestone, I doubt that that's going to be the case.
Yeah.
I even think Lodestone can maybe kill Slither soon. He's got level 2 head smash now. Just now, he actually only had level 1, because he did level plates one time.
Okay.
Might have been the difference.
Yeah, that's true. That's a little bit more damage now, though. So they're going to need to be a little careful with that. But as I say this, Rhapsody's now heading towards the middle lane. Or not sure exactly. He wants to figure out where to go here. Kind of running in circles. Wildsel, though, he's not running in circles. He's doing his little routine over here in the jungle. And he's doing it well. 350 gold per minute, so very good start for him.
There
Lodestone,
comes Boo Boo.
just going to take some pressure there.
Using a health pot on Boo Boo, actually. Really doesn't want his precious bear to die.
That's good. I mean, he's pretty useful for Wildsel here.
Mm-hmm. Lodestone moving over, and so's Tundra and Rhapsody, but no, they choose not to go for it. Zlap just reaching level 6, making him just that much more difficult to kill.
That's kind of funny. The Wolf Commander, they actually aggro the Shiver over here. And they kill the Shiver.
I wonder, has he actually been using the bird to block camps?
I don't know, yeah. I think it's been scouting with it, definitely, but whether he's been blocking, I haven't been noticing yet.
I would like to see him do that, though, when playing versus a Wild Soul.
Yeah.
I know that Labyrinth from Reason Gaming has been practicing that a lot. I mean, I remember seeing a day where he literally only played Tundra and Team M and just did that versus enemy junglers, and wow, Sandwraith.
Yep.
What? How did he...
The dot.
Oh, the entangle.
Yeah, I was like, he's dead. Nothing he can do there, but look at this flank, though. Tempest and Tundra.
Oh, the
Wow.
ultimate Nier!
Are you kidding me? He whiffed it, and now Nier's in trouble. Oh, adding insult to injury. He gets turned. What a spread from Sync, but man, he's going to call lag right there. I mean, I'd believe it.
Slow hits on Tundra as well. Goodbye, Tundra.
Oh, jeez.
Instead of training,
That's got to sting, man.
that's bottom tower.
That really has to sting right there. They had a great flank, thought at least one, if not two kills easy, and the execution wasn't there. Honestly, Sync, they did play that very well. The spreading, they clearly were communicating, going opposite directions, and obviously the TP's coming in, so more on the positive side of things, Sync did play that very well as far as the teamwork
Zibans
went.
playing with each other for a really long time as well.
Yeah.
Like they've played together longer than anybody else on Sync team.
That's
I
true,
think.
yeah.
Because they played in together, or Druids as it was called. Was it Druids? Or was that after Iceland Gogo left?
Druids has had so many teams, man. I couldn't
Yeah.
tell you.
I'm just, I don't even.
I don't even know anymore. Well, they get the first tower, and you see they're still pressuring in the bottom lane a little bit. I mean, Wild and Slither. Even so, it's very early on. Still difficult to stop. Middle lane, though. Sandwraith might be in more trouble. Immaboy going to fall back. I think he should be fine. Yeah, Midas not going to risk it. As he'll fall back there.
Slither actually running away from Tundra right here. He was trying to port to middle. They want to group up for the mid push, but not going to happen when Tundra is threatening him with an ultimate.
Yeah. So he'll fall back from it.
Oh, Tempest. Is he going to... No, there's no level of Seer on Zibe, so he doesn't actually slow with his Cauterize.
Yeah, not having a Seer. I mean, I'm not going to be too critical, honestly, but you could argue definitely getting out. It's kind of one of those 1.1 durabilities, especially now that it's applied by the Shield Explosion, by Cauterize. For the longest time, by everything, yeah, basically. So it was just auto attacks before from yourself. So yeah, I think it's pretty good to at least get just the 1 point in earlier on, but
yeah, the slow is enough ultimately, just to let your Demented Shaman get that much closer. And what is happening? Top lane.
Well, I found a nice jump. Says hi right there. Yeah, the Heat is not expecting that clearly, so good gank, successful gank from ECX definitely, the Mirage. And I'll tell you, I mean, obviously a lot of teams play Sandwraith, but Immaboy is kind of the master of it, I think it's safe to say. He does it so well. And just this team in general, the communication's so on point from using that Mirage and being on top of getting a gank. It almost feels like every time in the early game especially, that he uses it and it gets a kill with it.
Yeah.
So.
The baiting aspect is definitely ridiculous.
Yeah.
That they do on ECX. I mean, that was pretty much DreamHack. And let's bait with Clanks.
That's true. Well, let's not ban Clanks. Oh, boy.
Or that. That was terrible. Don't remind me.
Yep, Midas jumping in. Finds Tempest and Sandray. Tempest goes down. Lodestone trying to turn the Unbreakables up. Midas going to be healed by it. And now Lodestone, he's just too slow. Those Slither wards, the stomp. And down goes Lodestone. So, yeah, you see the slow in general of this team. They actually have quite a bit when you really look at it. Slither, Wild Soul, you got Demented Shaman.
Midas as well with Golden Salvo.
Oh, yeah, it does, doesn't it? So
oh, yeah!
I can't, oh, yeah, how about that? And actually Seer, as we were getting it earlier, so.
If he levels it, that is.
If he levels it, true. So, yeah, they get, every hero has a way to slow you down on this lineup, and kiting is going to be a thing.
There's, Gnome's Wisdom actually being picked up by Haxton. Yeah, I completely forgot about that item, but it is the perfect pickup. Get that magic armor up for your creeps and your bear, and, you know, push the tower for free.
Yeah. No, and Slither especially, too. Yeah, getting those wards up with that Gnome's Wisdom synergy. It's very good.
They do have double Ring of the Teacher. Zebe might choose to go for an Abyssal Skull now. I mean, why not, right? Or does the bear already have it? No, the bear does not have it.
No.
Accursed actually doing a good job of pushing mid lane. So Sync is just moving over to the mid.
I think that's what I liked most about the Gnome's Wisdom change, is that it really opened the door to get both Gnome's Wisdom and Abyssal Skull. You know, it's
one gave armor,
exactly,
and the other one gave magic armor. I really like the change as well.
Yeah.
Gnomes really wasn't picked up enough, and even just, you know, the small little shield you get or heal from casting spells, absolutely fantastic.
No, yeah, I remember, like, the biggest reason why you honestly didn't see Gnomes was because of that. It's just like, well, they don't really stack. We might as well just get an Abyssal at that point and just leave Gnome out of it. But yeah, Gnome's Wisdom is a great item across the board, and that just helped make it a reason to get both now. And it's a good change for sure. So see that on Slither. What's happening up here? Slither is getting caught, and is it going to be a kill? But this is slow, man. They can't chase him down the hill. The Unbreakable, and Demented's going to keep him alive. The Shatter Storm, can they still kill him? Yes, they can.
They
And
get
they
both,
will
actually.
also take out Dimension Shaman. So that ended up working out pretty well. Oh, well, Lowstone will fall, at least. But, hey, 2 for 1. Emma Boy staying alive. Overall, pretty good there for ECX. But, gotta say, Sync, 6,500 goal lead, 11 minutes into the game. That's a pretty significant lead here at this point.
Yeah.
Not the
I don't know,
most
there's-
positive for ECX now.
There's not much to say other than this has just been Sync kind of doing exactly what they need to do with this, with this draft, with this lineup. They're just, gathering up, pushing, getting team items. You already see the Astrolabe getting closer for Volca, and you see the Soul's Bulwark picked up for Mr. Bear, Wild Soul, and now they're just going Kong.
Yeah.
They're just taking objectives, putting, what's he called again? Swindle Melons.
Oh, yeah.
Making Swindle Melons happy. Get the objectives, guys.
Yep, that was a big stress on that. And no doubt a reason for staggering success. It makes sense. It is important. And Sync's going to follow that rule of thumb here. Get the Conquer kill. There's the token on Slither. Definitely a great hero to have it on. A lot of reset
He
capability.
can just kind of walk up and put his wards everywhere. They are making a point of it to defend this top tower, though.
Yeah.
Not willing to give, more gold to ECX.
Oh, yeah. Usually push lineups would be fine just trading towers. You're right. But in this case, they defended and they ended up denying it in the end. So, well played there by Sync again. Look at this Midas. Okay, I mean, they know it's definitely an illusion there, so not going to be any kind of bait, really. However, Rhapsody flanking around now. This might actually turn out bad if they're not careful. They're going to go after Dimension. Samwraith will pour it in, and they are going to kill him. Maybe? Unbreakable? Okay. Took a while, but they get him.
In the mid lane, though, you still have Slither down here pushing the mid lane with a curse.
Yeah.
They did rotate everybody to, get that kill on Serenia, so this tower might just fall.
They're going to try to make that happen, Accursed. Dropping a half-life, though, feeling uncomfortable, falling back. Does get the tablet here, so Zibe, of course, going for more of that supportive style build. And I actually was interested to see what kind of build style we would see. You mentioned the boxy Accursed, and that a couple of times he went the more carry-heavy, and it was impressive to watch, man.
He went like Elder, Abyssal Skull, and
Staff.
Yeah. Oh, PK on Lodestone, though, and the curse is down.
I was going to say, if he can get the ulti off, but he couldn't. Lodestone, however.
Lodestone is dead for sure.
The dots. Denied.
Denied.
Nice deny.
Great deny from Charlie.
Yeah, very well played, but
Tempest.
Tempest a little too far out. The slaps, he stuttered. He wanted to go for the Elemental Void. Realized, though, it's not going to happen. Maybe another deny here. No, the dot's not enough right now. He'll be fine.
Slither needs to get the stomp. That looked awkward.
The creep. Those creeps.
I felt like he could put key maybe though, but anyways, they're comfortable enough to go uphill right now. Look at the tower, the bear.
Yep. Without Tempest, they are not in a spot to defend this. No Mirage up. This is not a good hold here, or a place to hold for ECX, but they're not going to have to apparently. Actually, you got Sync falling back. I mean, Slither is pretty low, no mana. Does have the token, but not worth it.
I think they just want to, take it slow. They don't need to rush anything.
Yeah.
There's no need for them to push so early because you do see Imberboy going for, the fight build instead of going for that mock to really farm and get those kills with. I say fight build because he's just getting a lot of stats, making sure that, he'll survive.
Yeah, the combat intensive earlier on, it absolutely makes sense here in this case. I know we've brought that up from time to time. It seems like in most times they will just end up getting the mock anyways, but yeah, it really does feel like a game like this where you're not having the greatest snowball start, you're constantly getting team fight involved. Get those early stats. You continue to go greedy for that mock of brilliance. Sure, it still could work, and it may set you up for the late game, but more times than not, it probably won't. So, yeah, I like the idea of him getting that Energizer here, getting that full steam boots. A lot of build up here. Getting those stats, as you say. So
Yeah, but he needs to get a shrink in this game really early because you see Haxter and he's getting close to that Spell Sunder. And those levels he's got, like once he gets to level 2 ultimate, he's gonna be dealing so much damage.
Yeah. Oh, well, okay. He's gonna be level 2 ultimate
And
after one more kill.
one creep.
Yeah. So there we go. He's got the level 2 poison burst now.
It is difficult to push into a Tundra though.
Yep. Here's some shirts.
But here comes the bear.
Bear's
You
like,
see how much damage. Look how much damage it's taking.
Yeah.
Of course, they do actually have like a curse, and Demented Shaman can just heal it constantly.
Exactly. Gonna be able to put it back up, and Curse, of course, with that shield as well to be able to remove some stuns here and whatnot. So he's gonna be on top of that, I'm sure.
I really would like him to just heal the bear more, though.
Yeah, he's not using that cauterize a whole lot. I agree. Yeah, sending him back in. Sam with
no,
ultimate. Here we go in the background. That big elemental void. No, it is gonna be stopped by Tablet. Is that enough? Poison burst coming out. Rhapsody sitting in the midst of it. She is going to fall despite that particular melody. Down goes a lodestone. Tempest off to the side. It is Jaw, but now he needs to run away, and he might die to that dot damage. Oh, he gets down to 1. And of course, not lethal with the poison burst, so he'll survive, but the Rax is going to take a lot of pressure here. Lodestone, though, buying back. Coming back in. So is the rest of ECX. They kind of recoup at the well. Not going to save the
They cannot
Rax.
fight into swords, though. Just look at that. This is exactly what I was talking about.
Yeah.
All those. There's 10 up right now.
And they're not easy to kill. I mean, you see Raps, it takes her 3 auto attacks, 4 even, I think. So, yeah, it takes her 4 auto attacks alone to kill a ward.
And they're 210 HP.
Yeah.
And you just see Rhapsody dropping from the wards alone. Like, they do quite a bit of physical damage as well. Okay, 37 physical damage.
Well, it adds up. I mean, when you got multiple,
Yeah.
constantly, yeah, it definitely adds up. So,
And now, they're just going to go bottom.
way down
Token
here.
did end up getting used. I don't know if it was during the fight itself or whether it was just consumed.
Yeah, I don't think he died, to be honest. So yeah, I think it just ran out. But
Lodestone did jump Serenia that fight just straight on his face, making sure that the Demented Shaman was at least no threat anymore. And we see a Curse picking up the Glowstone, so I'm guessing that's a Staff of the Master as well, making sure that he can get out of any disable.
it's so good on him. It's so good. If
Yeah,
you get the farm for
is.
it really makes the hero like basically unkillable. Like he already is so difficult to kill because of it. But yeah, you get that. You're really not. You might as well not focus him at all because you'll not be able to kill him. So
Oh, that tablet though.
yeah, it's good initiation on the Slither. Is it enough lockdown? He's able to get it tapping it away himself. The shield comes out. They do. Sandwraith, he is coming back into the fight, but Accursed pops his ultimate. Down goes Rhapsody. Lodestone. Tempest falls again. The dot damage. It just adds up over time. Hence the dot. And Accursed, he's gonna be fine apparently. Unbreakable. No, maybe not. Tempest chasing him down. Meanwhile, Samray trying to kill anyone he can, but now Samray dropping as soon as Walso focuses him. He'll fall, and I think ECX, they're going to have to give it up, unfortunately. I'm sure they know what's on the line here coming into this, that if they don't win 2-0, that they're not going to the top 6, but they just can't do it. I mean, it's not going to happen in this game, and it'll be a 1-0 lead now for Sync Esports. So obviously still a game 2 to come, but now it's just going to simply be for a little bit of cash in. Well, always the competitive value, the pride here. So, well played by Sync Esports. Pretty unique lineup.
Yeah, that's what they did last week, pretty much. Or, replace the Midas with a Magnus, and then they just have Wild Soul and a Slither. It's an unbelievable combo. You saw that. It's so incredibly strong.
Definitely is. Yes, Laps had a great time in that jungle there. Overall 4-1 and 10, 670 gold per minute he finished with. Yeah, just as a team, it looked like it was just so difficult to kill as expected with such that makeup. So, yep, ECX coming up short. So again, we are going to have that game number 2, but unfortunately for them, they're going to go into it knowing that it'll be for the one game here, and they're going to be done with the Deadeye Bounty League after